This is Mr. Royce Media, coming at you guys with another video. And in this video, I'm going to address the CJ King situation. CJ King is a young man who, against all the odds, graduated with his Juris Doctorate degree. And, he stated some facts about himself, as far as what a certain group of females claim that they want in a black American man. He stated these facts in a way that he has met the check marks on that, and that at the end he exclaimed that he is the prize. And this was put on social media with his picture, as you can see on the thumbnail. There's a couple of pictures of him. He claimed himself as the prize, upon receiving his Juris Doctorate degree. And apparently he has angered the gynocracy. And it's funny because if you look across various social media platforms, every time young black women make an accomplishment of graduating college or something like that and receiving a professional degree, you see them, exclaiming their greatness and talking about how they did it against the odds and everything. Patting themselves on the back, which I see nothing wrong with that. If you accomplish some things against the odds, you should congratulate yourself. And it's no different with men, and it's no different with this young man, CJ King. Looking at the majority of things that he pointed out with him, not being in prison and not having felonies, he checked that box. Him not being a baby daddy, he checked that box. Him being over 6 feet, he checked that box. Him receiving a professional degree and being able to move forward to a very distinguished and notable career. He more or less checked that box. He called himself attractive, which I think is subjective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But in general, he checked the boxes with facts. And so he gave himself a pat on the back. Nothing wrong with that. Well, like I said before, he pissed off the gynocracy, and they basically told him to humble himself, and he didn't do anything special. And they accused him of being a colorist and all kinds of crazy talk. The stuff that you wouldn't say to a woman, and stuff you wouldn't say to a gay black American male. He pointed out that he was heterosexual as well, and they lambasted him for that too. I guess somehow he was gay bashing, but you have homosexual black men that they'll tell you about it, and everybody claps and celebrates for him. And hey, it's their business and it's their right, but they receive a lot of support. But apparently, in CJ's case, if you exclaim yourself you are a heterosexual black American male, something is wrong with that. And it's funny, he got criticized in the comments, and even got criticized in an article by Essence. And when I look at it, as I said before, black American females, black American women, anytime they accomplish something, they're patting themselves on the back all the time. They're quick to tell you how they're the most educated group in the U.S. They're quick to tell you how they are the largest numbers of entrepreneurs. They're quick to tell you, how they're quick to tell you about black girl magic and all of that stuff. So I guess when CJ King decided to talk about black guy magic, something was wrong with that. It's very disingenuous from the gynocracy and their lapdog Scooby dogs, who, yeah, man, they're basically dirty macking on them. It's funny that they would go that route. This man has a lot to be proud of. I'm proud of him. I applaud his effort because, I know what it takes to get to certain milestones in your life, and I know that it's not always easy. So I applaud the man, but there was a lot of hating against this young man. He's called arrogant and all kinds of stuff, and I was like, how? You don't tell these girls on social media, you don't tell these women on social media that they're being arrogant and stuff. Well, how come he's got to be arrogant? To me, it looked like basically these people were telling him, shut up, Negro, just be a utility, shut up, work, and be miserable until you die. Don't say nothing. It was bad. It was a lot of hate, for no reason. But this is also looking at how Mr. King was treated. To me, it just solidifies the case of Save Yourself, Black Man, of SYSBM, because the people that should be proud of you and that should be saying, yes, you are the prize, trying to shoot him down. And many of them have went so far as to belittle the school that he went to, the type of school. I guess he graduated from a HBCU, and some people, I guess they went and claimed that they found out that he didn't pass the bar exam. Just all kinds of just dirty macking, just hateful stuff. And to other young black men out there who are trying to make their way in the world and trying to get things done, like CJ, this is what you got to face. Now, if Mr. King had been some black dude with a couple of kids, some baby daddy, some tatted up baby daddy who had just got off of bed, they would be celebrating. It really almost reminds me of that joke that Chris Rock told a few years back, one of my favorite comedians, by the way, where he was saying, hey, yeah, man, he was telling somebody in the hood, hey, man, yeah, I just finished up college, I just got my master's degree, and the person responded, said, so what, nigga? So what you can count? You can't count these rocks, bitch. Just shit like that. It was, I'm paraphrasing that joke, and I'm pretty sure the way I told it, it wasn't funny. But the point of it was basically, the people in the community will celebrate somebody coming home from prison quicker than they would celebrate a young man like CJ King receiving his Juris Doctorate degree and hitting all these markers, and it's sad, really, because they'll hold these guys up on high, and a guy like CJ King, it's like, shut up, Negro, we don't want to hear you and your accomplishments, and what's even funnier, everything CJ said, if you put a hi-hat beat behind it and a decent little track and maybe some auto-tune and he sang it like a rap song, they will probably love it, because look, the things that he basically said are the things you hear a lot of rappers talking about, well, not even talking about, but bragging on themselves. I'm the best so-and-so, I got the most money, I got the cars, I got the women, you ain't better than me, and I'm the best there ever was. It was that braggadociousness, that boisterousness, that bravado, it's what constitutes a lot of rap songs. And so, since he did it without a beat, and he wasn't talking about flipping keys, and he wasn't talking about, busting at his enemies and different stuff like that, Now everybody's got a problem. Like by somebody like Future, it'll be a hit. So, to me, it just points out the disingenuousness of the community. And yeah, I said that, and if you don't like it, fuck you. Anyway, like I said before, I'm proud of the young man, CJ King. Anytime I see young black American males, young black American men making accomplishments like this, I'm proud of them, and I wish the best in their future endeavors. And I think more of that should be celebrated. What's funny is that you had some of the women talking about how they wouldn't date him, and how what he was doing was pretty much unattractive. But then these are the same people that are turning around, and if he gets with somebody, he gets with a non-black woman, then they're mad and talking about how all those resources and stuff, whatever resources he earns and can potentially earn, how it's going to go outside the black community. But looking at the response to Mr. King's proclamation, why would he keep this around a bunch of people who don't appreciate it? That's the gynocracy for you, though. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. This is Mr. Royce of Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comment section. I know some of you all are going to be bitching, so do what you do. So I don't give a shit, And I'm out.